Ravens flock. What the flock? Hi, I'm Nick. This is 10 Minutes with Nick. And you know what I wanted to do today? I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to have to do this. I made a video yesterday commenting on how I thought Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes were all amazing players. I thought they were all great. I thought they all did wonderful things on the field. And you know what happened anyway? Lamar Jackson fans got all up in their feelings, got up in my comments, and made me mad. They made me so angry. And they've continued to make me angry into this morning. They continued to make me angry all last night. And here's the thing, guys. You didn't have to. You could have just taken the compliment. I didn't say one was better than the other. I said they were all amazing. That's what I did in the videos. You could have just watched the videos and you could have gone about your merry way, gone back to your Ravens flock. You could have gone, and I don't know what you do in Baltimore, but eat crab cakes and read Edgar Allan Poe, whatever it is you do. But there was one comment this morning that really just grinded my gears. It was on one of my videos from yesterday where I talked about how the cure for Josh Allen derangement syndrome is just to literally watch him. Just to literally watch him play. And the comment came from somebody with no profile picture, which annoys me immensely because you can't even put the effort into profile picture or something. Maybe even at least like Goku or something. I don't know. And he didn't even have a real name. He had user string of random numbers. I don't know. And admittedly, this particular little troll has been all over my comments, inserting Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen competition into where it didn't belong. And he said that Lamar Jackson is 10 times better than Josh Allen, and that the film and the statistics all verify it. 10 times better. Well, user random string of numbers, you have grinded my gears. You have made me angry. And so now, because of you, I am now going to go into the numbers of the two. I was talking about the two of them as good talents, both talents that you can be happy with. I maintain that position. But now you want to get into the nitty gritty? You want to get into the details? We're going to get into the details, and it's going to be fun for me. Here's the thing about your little stat there that you said, Lamar Jackson is 10 times better than Josh Allen. Lamar Jackson is 10 times better than Josh Allen is the same as saying that North Korea has a 100% literacy rate. Both things are made up by short men who need to get laid. Love ya. Here we go. Let's talk about career stats for these two guys. And it's easy to do because they were both drafted in the 2018 draft. 2018 draft. Here we go. We'll start with, and I'm getting these from sportsreference.com, a widely used sports data site. So let's start with the head-to-heads for the two of them. Head-to-heads. Let's go with the wins. We'll start with the wins. And you know what? Guess what? Congratulations, Ravens flock. In the regular season, you are ahead, 3-2. Lamar Jackson has won against Josh Allen 3 times. Josh has won against Lamar twice. So you know what? Congratulations. Gee golly whiz. One of those wins was really, really fun. I forget watching it. When was that? Was that the first game of this season? Oh, yeah, it was. It was fun. You guys had like a 15-point lead or something in the fourth quarter. That was crazy. That was fun. I enjoyed watching that when you guys waved goodbye to the Buffalo Bills fans, and then you know what we did anyway? We just said, and we won anyway, so you know what? Get off my screen. Then you didn't even make the playoffs this year. But here's the thing that's fun, that's really, really fun. When we get to the playoffs, Josh Allen is 2-0 against the Ravens and Lamar Jackson. That's right, 2-0. Oh, too bad, so sad. Oh, he never won a game against Josh in the playoffs, when it counts. And let's just go to the overall stats for funsies. Let's just go to the overall stats. Ooh, this is a harsh one, and you're going to want to sit down for this one. We're going to start with games played. Now, games played is a really fun one because it's the amount of time you've been on the field and been valuable for your team. So if we're going to talk about the times that our quarterbacks have been valuable for our teams, We're going to start with where those quarterbacks and when those quarterbacks have been on the field. Josh has been on the field 128 times, started 127 of those games. How many games has Lamar Jackson played? 116. Guys, I'm so sorry. The best ability is availability. Now, as we continue on, QB record, you know what? Congratulations. You guys edge him in QB record, but not for the reason you think. You'd think to yourself, oh, we must have more wins if we edge him than QB record. No, you just have slightly fewer losses. Your record with your quarterback, Lamar Jackson, is 76-31-0. Congratulations, you haven't tied with him, so that means you aren't middling. But 76-31-0, you've had 76 wins and 31 losses. Congratulations. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. When you get over to Josh Allen, yes, Josh Allen has lost 39 games. He's lost an additional 8 games. So, he's lost more games than you guys have. But here's the thing. When you get to the wins column, you get over to that wins column and you find something interesting. Josh has won 88 games. 88 games. Ooh, too bad. So sad. He's won a lot more games than your guy has. Sit down for that one. Now, completion percentage. Let's talk about how accurate these two quarterbacks are. And admittedly, again, you are slightly more accurate. Lamar Jackson is slightly more accurate, 64.8%. But Mr. Inaccuracy himself, the guy who you swear up and down is so bad and so turnover prone, he clocks in at 64%. So we're talking about sliver of a difference there. That's a sliver of a difference. Let's be real. Sliver of a difference on that stat. Now let's go to total passing yards, which is important despite this is all regular season stats, by the way. All regular season stats. Let's talk about passing yards. The total number of passing yards, the things that quarterbacks are supposed to do, the yards that quarterbacks are supposed to gain in order to, help their team out. You guys have thrown for a very impressive 22,608, especially considering how much time Lamar is not on the field. But Josh has got you cleared there. He's 30,102. Too bad on that one. Passing yards per attempt, you guys are slightly more efficient at 7.8. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Josh's passing yards per attempt are 7.4. That's a 0.4 yard difference. That's another one where we just say, too bad, so sad. He throws more passes. He's a slightly less efficient. Yeah, if you were on the field more, you might have that problem too. Anyways, passing yards per game. Ooh, this is a hard one to swallow for the Ravens flock. Lamar Jackson, 194.9 passing yards per game. Josh Allen, 235.2 passing yards per game. That sucks. That's hard for you guys to hear. Let's go to passing touchdowns. 187 for our good boy Lamar Jackson, and that's an impressive number. It's nice to have that number. Passing touchdowns for our good boy Josh Allen. 220. That sucks. The guy who's the worst passer has way more passing touchdowns. And we're going to remember something here real quick, Ravens flock. The most important stat to have, it doesn't matter about all the efficiency and everything else. The most important stat you can have is the scoring of points. That's the big one. Because you can't win, no matter how efficient you are, you can't win unless you're scoring touchdowns. So Josh Allen is doing that more through the air than your guy Lamar Jackson. So sorry. Now, interceptions. You've thrown fewer interceptions. Josh admittedly has thrown more interceptions. He's thrown 94 interceptions to this point in his career. And you know what? It doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a difference. Because he's actually on the field to throw those interceptions. You guys Lamar is just so often off the field that it's not even fair. Let's see. Passer rating, you're slightly more efficient as a passer, so you're 102.2. Josh is 94.4. You've got him beat there. Rushing attempts, you've rushed a lot more. You've ran the ball a lot more than he has. Your Lamar Jackson has rushed 181 times, and Josh has only rushed 871 times. Rush yards per attempt, you're at 6 yards per attempt. Congratulations. Once again, in the efficiency statistic, you're much more much more efficient than Josh. Oh, wait, he's rushed for 5.4 yards per attempt. So you're not that much more efficient. But rushing yards, you do have Josh beat. You've rushed for 6,522, and Josh has only rushed for 4,721. And here's the fun one where you're gonna it's gonna really grind your gears. Rushing touchdowns, you've scored 35. Congratulations. That's cute. Go sit down. Josh Allen has scored 79 rushing touchdowns. Once again, back to the point. What is the most valuable thing a quarterback can do for his team? It is score points. And before you say to yourself, well, he vultures touchdowns from his running backs, that's not true at all. He's just their most useful weapon in the red zone. So, sit down before you hurt yourself. And guess what? You've had 3 All-Pros. Josh has only had 2 All-Pros. And Josh has had 1 AP MVP to your quarterback's 2 AP MVPs. Although, as we go through those stats, we may see why that is a little bit silly. Here's the thing. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to. You know why? Because Lamar Jackson is insanely talented. He's an insanely talented quarterback. Josh Allen is an insanely talented quarterback. Honestly, if you take them both and you look at them from a 90,000-foot level, they're both very similar and they're both very close. They jockey for position as the number 2 or number 3 best quarterback in the league, sadly behind Patrick Mahomes, because Mahomes has the rings. You can't deny that. But I didn't want to do this today. I didn't want to yell at Ravens flock. I thought we'd have a nice discussion yesterday about how we can appreciate both quarterbacks' talents. And instead, I got all this nonsense about how Lamar is the only quarterback ever who's received criticism when he's lost a game. That's not true. Josh gets criticism all the time. And the fact that you don't think any other quarterback besides Lamar gets criticism is just blinders you have on, and is an insistence on only seeing the criticism that your quarterback receives. He is constantly praised in the media, and he is constantly derided in the media, as is Josh, because that's how sports media works. Get over yourself. If you truly think Lamar Jackson is 10 times better than Josh Allen, I got a bridge to sell you. And guess what? That bridge leads to nowhere, and I have to explain that metaphor because Ravens flock seems to have a lot of problem with listening comprehension. We open our ears and we listen to the words that come out of my mouth. Now, if you liked what I said today, like and subscribe. If you didn't like what I said today, you know what? You're probably a member of Ravens flock, and I don't want you in this group chat anyway. I'm Nick. This is 10 Minutes with Nick. Have a great day.